Alright dudes, we're getting a legitimate Black Friday PSN sale. With amazing new games going on sale for the first time and others dropping to their lowest price since their release. There are a ton of games to choose from during this Black Friday PSN sale. So much so that I doubled my honorable mentions list at the end to 20 games. All these Black Friday PSN sale deals are good until December 2nd, so let's get to it. Starting us off at number 10, we have Silent Hill 2 for $55.99. This just came out last month and has great reviews, so this was a shocker to see a discount so soon. As far as a PSN sale goes, I don't think we're going to see this one go on sale for another few months. So I'd grab this one now if you've been on the fence. Playing the same amazing story as the 2001 Silent Hill, but completely remade into a new visual and auditory masterpiece, making this excellent story come even more alive. A fantastic horror game that'll surely scratch that spooky itch. Next up at number 9, we have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for $41.99. This is its lowest sale price to date. The Final Fantasy VII Remake is one of my favorite remakes so far, reimagining the iconic Final Fantasy VII story and characters, and going through an incredible story-rich journey, but also with some intense ARPG strategic combat, blending fast-paced combat with slowed time commands. I wouldn't recommend playing this before playing the first part, but luckily, if you have PS Extra, the first part is included. Plus there's a free demo for the second part to give a try before you buy. Next up at number 8, we have Astrobot for $49.79. Another one seeing its first discount, and it's only been out for 2 months, taking on the world of PlayStation's new mascot Astrobot.
Stop looking at me!
This will give all the feels of the old school platformers, and plenty of head nods to great titles before it. The reviews are pretty insane, sitting at almost 4.9 on the PSN store, so you know you'll be getting into something great. Next up at number 7, we have Rise of the Ronin for $39.89, another one at its lowest price to date. Brought to us by Team Ninja, you'll find a lot of similar elements to Nioh and Wo Long, but with its own expected challenge in combat style and large open world to play through. A tough one to build your skills, but rewarding when you find your groove. Also, there's a free demo to give a try before you buy. Next up at number 6, we have Cyberpunk 2077 for $24.99, its lowest price to date on PSN. While it's caught a lot of flack for its terrible launch and performance, CD Projekt Red doubled down and buttoned this thing up for one hell of a game. An incredibly detailed open cyberpunk world with tons to do and explore, and offers one of the most unique worlds to play through with exciting and brutal first-person combat. Next up at number 5, we have Helldivers 2 for $31.99. This game is amazing. If you're a fan of third-person shooters, this one will not disappoint. And with the team-first mentality, going at it with a buddy makes it even more fun. Take on waves of bugs or robots and defend the galaxy and protect freedom and liberty. With super intense moments and action, plus a little bit of quirky humor, you'll easily sink plenty of hours into this bad boy. Next up at number 4, we have Star Wars Survivor for $24.49, its lowest price to date on PSN. Take on the role of Cal Kestis, a Jedi who survived the Jedi execution order and has taken out the Empire one bad dude at a time. This is the second installment to the Jedi Fallen Order, but if you don't feel like playing the first game, they give a great recap on the first one in the beginning of this one to get you all caught up. A really fun open world ARPG, or Worlds, that definitely does playing as a Jedi justice. Next up at number 3, we have Space Marine 2 for $55.99. Its first discount since launch last month. Dude, this game is sick. One of my favorite third-person shooters I've played in a long time. After well over a decade since the first, Focus Entertainment helped bring this amazing franchise back to life. It doesn't get much more action-packed and intense than this game. With waves of enemies, 3-man co-op missions, PvP, and a wild story campaign to play through, this game does not let up. One of my favorite games from this year. Next up at number 2, we have Marvel Spider-Man 2 for $38.89, its lowest price to date on the PSN store. This is the third installment in Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man series, and it kicks just as hard as the first two. But this go around you play as both Miles and Peter, allowing you to swap between them and experience each other's roles in the major story, as well as 2 unique ability sets. A top-tier superhero action game. And finally at number 1, we have Stellar Blade for $49.69, its first discount since launch, and a big old $20 off at that. This is one of the better ARPGs that have released this year. With a wild world to slash through, take on the aliens who have overrun Earth and reclaim it for the human race. With super fun challenging combat that allows for a ton of style and high skill cap, and some combat that you might find similar to Nier Automata. So much in fact, they recently released a crossover DLC for the game. A must play for any ARPG fan. Alright, now it's time for those 20 additional honorable mentions.
3, 2, 1.
Starting us off, we have Baldur's Gate 3 for $55.99, Star Wars Outlaws for $52.49, Hogwarts Legacy for $20.99, Diablo 4 for $29.99, Dragon's Dogma 2 Deluxe Edition for $49.59, Red Dead Redemption 2 for $19.79, Resident Evil 4 for $19.99 plus a free demo, Sekiro Game of the Year Edition for $29.99, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora for $31.49, The Forest for $5.99, Final Fantasy 16 for $37.49 plus there's a free demo, Remnant 2 $24.99, also included with extra, Monster Hunter Rise Deluxe Edition for $15.99 or the base editions included with PS Extra, Dying Light 2 for $23.99 included with extra, Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition for $39.99, Dark Souls Remastered for $19.99, Hades for $12.49, RoboCop Rogue City for $19.79, Prince of Persia Lost Crown for $19.99, and Disney's Epic Mickey Rebrushed for $41.99 plus a free demo. Man, that's gotta be one of my favorite lists I've done all year. Tons of great games. And if you guys want to keep on watching, I got a couple reviews for some games I put in this list that I'll drop in the description. Let me know which games you guys picked up during the Black Friday PSN sale. And as always, happy gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.